My name is Mary Bruna and I'm a pastorelli sister. I live in Australia and our community belongs to the Philippine, Australia, Saipan, Taiwan province. It is my pleasure to share with you briefly who Alberione is for me. I met him only once when I was a novice in Albano Laziale in 1970. He was already very sickly and unable to speak. I had the privilege of attending his funeral on the 26th of November 1971, the year of my first religious profession. Alberione is an inspiration for my faith journey, and his writings help me to keep faithful to my identity and pastoral charism as a pastorelli sister. Alberione lived a life of unwavering trust in providence. He wrote in Abundantes Divitie that he was duty-bound to put everything into the hands of God's mercy and to allow himself to be guided. He never forced the hand of providence, but always waited God's sign. I marvel at his rich prayer life, his love for the Eucharist, and the amount of time he dedicated daily to listening to the Master. He believed in the love of God, made visible in Jesus for him and for all people. He often quoted St. Paul to the Galatians, "I have been crucified with Christ. It is no longer I who live, but Christ who lives in me. And the life I now live in the flesh, I live by faith in the Son of God, who loved me and gave himself for me." He also wrote in Abundantes Divitie that both the beginning and the continuation of the Pauline family always proceeded in a twofold obedience: inspirations received from the Lord in the Eucharist and corroborated by his spiritual director. Throughout all his life, Alberione was motivated by his passion to make Jesus' way, truth, and life known to the world, using the most modern and fast means of social communication, as well as the loving face-to-face encounter with people of all ages and nationalities. Jesus, Master and Good Shepherd, meaning and beauty of our lives. This was to be the mission of the Pauline family. He used to say, "We can give no greater wealth to this poor and proud world than Jesus Christ." As a pastorelli sister, I cherish the writings of Alberione to keep faithful to the identity and pastoral charism he willed for us in the Church. He told us that our apostolate is love, and that the more we know how to adapt to the people of every condition, tongue and continent, the more effective we will be. Our rule of life opens with Alberione's most quoted words: "Always look to Jesus, Good Shepherd, and live as he lived." This must be a constant thought in your life. He willed that Jesus, Good Shepherd, be the centre of our life, of my life. The Good Shepherd who loves us and gave his life for us. We are to share this love with everyone, beginning with the sisters we live with, and ever mindful of the poor, the people that live in the margins, and people who have not heard the good news. Our call is to gather around the Word and the Eucharist, to build communities alongside the pastors and lay leaders of the Church. In regards to our ministry, Alberione said, "The pastorelli sisters are to be the sisters, mothers, teachers, catechists, the consolers in every sorrow, a continuous presence of light and kindness in the world." Alberione lives on in my heart and in the hearts of Paulines around the world. He continues to inspire us to live and make Jesus' way, truth and life known to the people of our times. And so we pray, Blessed James Alberione, intercede for us. Thank you for listening.